Welcome everybody to the Witty Travelers. My name is Brian Hope and I'm going to be your host from Absolute Comedy Kingston. This week we have headliner Frank Spadone, and so I'm looking forward to interviewing him. I'm also looking for a trivia partner to finally beat my parents at Baby Boomer Trivia. This week we have our headliner, Frank Spadone.
How you doing, everybody?
Oh man, we're enjoying the, this is actually the first time that we're trying the Witty Traveler beer. Cheers.
Cheers.
This isn't your first time in Kingston.
No.
How many times have you been to Kingston? Any
I
idea?
think this is, for the club, it's my third. And it's special every time. And it's getting better and better here, which is awesome. I mean, I've done other tours through here with Just for Laughs and other things like that. But yeah, it's my third time at the club.
Yeah, the first time you were here, I think, was in like October, because you were one of our first.
It was one of the first, yeah.
Yeah, you were one of the first.
And I think it was Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you guys decided to do 2 shows on Thanksgiving Saturday.
Yeah, we lost a lot of money.
Yeah,
that was
you
great.
Spread it out nicely. Instead of having one big show, we had to kind of thin out. I mean, it was still fun. It was good for me. Made the extra cash.
We'll blame the manager. We'll blame the manager on that. Do you know anything about Kingston?
I know a lot of my paisans were here back in the day because the pen was here. Is there still a lot?
Oh, a paisan
is a friends of the family.
Oh, okay.
And I happen to be Italian, and that's the Italian way of saying
You're Italian, I never knew.
Yeah.
We were the original capital of Canada. Did you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Was this? I didn't know.
2 years. We had John A. MacDonald, Sir John A., right? We did.
This was the capital?
Yeah.
Where, what was the Parliament building? Not that, was it the Starbucks, that fancy Starbucks? Was that, you know what I don't get? Why, I mean, they're talking about getting a team in Quebec or Hamilton. Why not the former capital of Canada?
It'd be beautiful. That's I like how you just call it the former capital of Canada now. It's like you knew that all along.
That's what it is from now on for me. The former capital.
Limestone City.
The X. The X of Canada. I'm going to say 16, 17 years now. 16,
17 years? Okay.
Yeah. It was March 16th, I believe, 1997.
97? Okay.
So it's going to be almost 20 years of... Yeah,
Man.
Next year is my 20-year anniversary.
That's crazy.
Wow.
What was
And I
the
still
first stage?
haven't made it.
You've made it. You're
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Well, my first stage, I remember vividly. It was very exhilarating. I started in Toronto downtown at this place that doesn't exist anymore, but it was honestly one of the hottest comedy clubs in Toronto, the Laugh Resort. When it was on Lombard Street, just an awesome, and lucky it went well. It went pretty good for my first time, because I think had it not gone well, you'd be talking to nobody right now.
Yeah, exactly. My first time was in March of 2000. And that was a yucks,
oh, wow.
But I stacked the crowd, so mine did well regardless. I had like 50 people or something like that in there.
It's funny because they do come out, when people found out I was doing comedy, they all wanted to come out, oh, I told you, I knew you'd be funny, and they all wanted to be the one to say, see, I told them. Because you always have those few friends that say you should try it, or people that meet you and say, so they all came, and it really... For the first few years, it was crazy. The clubs are always packed with my friends, and then some of the other comics, this guy's texting. That's why the only reason why people are laughing is because all his buddies are there. And then they stop coming because they get tired of hearing the same jokes. That ends soon, and then you're still funny, which is weird, which is okay. So I was lucky. I think things have been good. I'm lucky.
Yeah, a few years that they were going. I mean, mine died off after I think month 2. It was good. Mine went well off the bat. I thought the same thing. I was like, if it doesn't, then whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine walking off bombing, going, well, I guess I'm not funny, but I'll try again.
But it's weird. There's this. Okay, now that we've got experience, there's those nights where it doesn't go as well, or you feel like, oh, I should have prepared myself more. But that almost keeps you going. There's that weird comedy bug that you love it when it's great and everybody's laughing, but then when you do crap, it's almost like now it even gets even more.
Yeah.
Now I got to prove myself. It's like when a girl dumps you and you just start working out and eating right, and because you got to show the ex that you can get a better girl.
Here's what you could have had.
Look at this.
If someone else dumped me.
What an analogy that was.
Yeah, you brought that in. These questions were unprepared. He's flinging them. Speaking of bad shows, do you remember your worst show?
There was a couple of. Usually, it's the corporate shows. I don't, you know what those are like. You never know what you're gonna get because people aren't there for the comedy. They're there for the food and the booze and
The camaraderie, like talking to their friends
Yeah,
and stuff
talking
like
to the
that.
people they work with, telling their co-workers to go screw themselves and then blame it on the booze, and that wasn't me.
Yeah.
It was the booze talking, but really it was them. You show up to some of those holiday parties, or corporate events, and people have no idea they're going to get a comedy show, and sometimes it goes awesome, sometimes they're pleasantly surprised, and sometimes they're just tired of hearing people. And there was one or two, but I tell you, the more vivid one, it was not too long ago, just a couple of years ago, I did one in Winnipeg for the municipalities.
It's already
of
awful.
Manitoba. Yeah, that's, first of all, you're already up against everything when you go to Winnipeg. And I guess they'd been listening to people for 3 days, and they decided to end the weekend having them listen to somebody else, which was me. And the funny thing is, I said, how have the other comics done over the years? Oh, and and some guys that I know that are very good, like, oh, he only lasted 20 minutes and he said, screw this. And I'm like, well, thanks for having me. I hope I can do a good job. And I did my time because I like to be a professional, but it was painful. It's tough. It's tough doing this. As much glory as you can get just as much of the other crap. That's the great thing about a club, which is why it's great to come here to Absolute Comedy. Look at me. Look, people come here because they want comedy. And, when you got experience, like Absolute does, everything's right. The sound, the lighting, like you said, then you got booze. People are here for this. That's why you can't beat it. Like, you could, even watching stand-up on TV at home, when you're at home, just search it through your television. I mean, that you always come across a decent comic and you have a laugh, but to actually plan, we're going to go out, we're going to go listen, and we're going to go watch comedy, and so many things happen here. It's awesome. Like live, there's nothing like live. And that, unfortunately, it's harder and harder to, it's hard to get people out because people are so comfortable at home with their 60-inch TVs and their surround sound, but it's a little bit impersonal, and at least you're out here, and it's nice. It's nice being you're part of the show when you come to a comedy club, for sure. It's funny because you could do a million great shows and then you do that one and you'll think about that one for a long time.
Oh yeah, I'll never.
And then it goes into some weird bank that you don't want to remember it anymore. But then when you said this, you reminded me. I'm like, oh, and then all these bad feelings come.
Gonna be having nightmares tonight.
Like,
remember March 2002? Oh.
Like, I've never been divorced, but those ugly feelings.
Yeah.
Are maybe similar to. You're just so embarrassed.
I would put it on par. I've never been divorced.
That's why we got thick skin, man. People say, oh, it's such a hard job. That part's hard. I mean, when it's going well, it's great.
Yeah. And when it's not, that's when the stories happen.
It was supposed to be funny on these interviews.
Who played Jane Fonda's cameraman in The China Syndrome?
Why are you asking?
No reason.
Like the actor who played Jane Fonda's cameraman?
I was going to say it could be a man or woman, but it's, cameraman.
Was it? You said man.
Yeah, I did.
What year? Can I know? I won't know.
No.
Jane Fonda's cameraman. I'm going to say Eric Estrada.
That was very close. It was Michael Douglas. Douglas.
Why was it close? Because they're both Latino men?
Well, yours started with vowels, and this one started with consonants, so you're just kind of...
I mean, doing any of the festivals are fun. Even a corporate tour, I've done the IG Investors Group comedy tour. That was a lot of fun because it was all like soft seat theaters and just people wanting to have fun. It wasn't even sold to the public. It was great. It was a bunch of their clients. And,
it was like a thank you for Investors Group, right?
Yeah.
Who'd you do that show with?
It was with Dave Hempstead.
Yeah.
And Scott Harris.
Oh.
Sorry, couldn't remember his last name for a second there.
Scott Harris.
Older. I can't remember. Scotty Harris. Yeah, he's just like Mr. Metro. His nails are unbelievable. He's got the best nails in comedy. I was lucky. I opened for Jeremy Hotz.
Oh, really?
I met him at Just for Laughs. We actually did the Just for Laughs tour in 2010, but I hosted it that year. And I got to know Jeremy Hotzy there, and he's... I guess he liked me, and when he did his tour, he said, I got to get Frank on this one. So it was great. We went from Newfoundland to Victoria, to the Vancouver Island. It was nuts. I like drinking in the day. You introduced me to something.
Yes, it's nice, eh? My parents play Trivial Pursuit Baby Boomer Edition.
Okay.
And I cannot play that. It's extremely difficult. And I do have a card here.
Okay.
And if you get 4 to 6, you will win Sunday brunch at my parents' house
Oh, wow.
And you can be my partner at Trivial Pursuit Baby Boomer Edition.
Heck of a
Now,
prize.
question number 1. What make of piano did Liberace play in his 50s series?
Steinway.
It's a Baldwin, idiot. Shouldn't have called you an idiot.
It's okay.
I already asked that question. Okay, so just got that.
Baldwin.
What Cole Porter tune received its second win from Fred Paris and the Five Satins?
Pump Up the Jam.
Very close. Very In the Still of the Night. What Greek letter was incorporated in the green ecology flag?
Omega.
No, the answer we're looking for is theta or theta. Do you know?
I'm not a fan of that cheese.
What Clint Eastwood movie, ooh, no, this is good,
Maybe.
was hyped, no one has ever escaped from Alcatraz, and no one ever will?
I'm going to go with Escape from Alcatraz.
Damn it, that's what I was going with too. Oh, it is.
Wow, we got one?
That was awful.
They gave us the title.
No one has escaped from Alcatraz.
Maybe it's Escape from
And
Alcatraz.
there's a movie. Thank you very much, Frank, for coming in. Really appreciate it, taking your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm way fun here at night.
I'm not.